Hey, good morning. It's early. In fact, I've been thinking about starting off all of my talks like that. Hey, good morning. It's early. It is early. It's Monday morning. I'm in San Francisco, California, in the US of A. And here's what to do after a big conference, or a small conference for that matter. You've just arrived, you're back home, you're back in your routine. And here's how to make even more out of that, hopefully, life-altering, transformational conference you went to over the weekend or last week. Here we go. I'm looking at tiny little goals and big goals, and I want actionable steps to achieve them. So, what are the little things that you can do? And what are the big things you're striving for? And how can you achieve them? And make a plan, and make an outline, and make steps, and have checkboxes, and do them. For me personally, it's catching up with people. It's reaching out to people I've met, connecting with the photos. That's why selfies are nice, right? Selfies. What are they called? Ussies. So reach out to people. What was one thing you said to them, or they said to you, or what was your connecting point? Reach out and say, hey, Jamie, it was great to meet you. Whatever. The spicy green beans were awesome. It's a real quote, by the way. And then what about so that's little things. Or little things, what are your action steps to achieve some things you've learned? You learned a new tool. Great. Are you going to sign up for it, or buy it, or use it, or whatever, right? So make goals, write them down. Have some short ones, some medium-term ones, and some long ones. And have it clear if you use project management system or a piece of paper, whatever. Just have it clear what your goals are and how are you going to achieve them and when are you going to achieve them. And then what it looks like to have achieved them. And also don't forget to celebrate. Also celebrate the fact that you went to a conference. Congratulate yourself and take yourself out to dinner, have an ice cream, or do something where you take a moment and say, you know what? I went to that conference. I got something out of it. I met some people. I learned some stuff. So now the important part is not to just let it be this blip in the past that, oh yeah, I did that thing, but how do you grow from it? So for me, it's very easy to guess what I'm going to do about this. I'm going to keep creating. And so, for example, I'm going to, the big things, in the past few days, I've recorded a few sort of post-conference sort of wrap-ups. And for me, the absolute clarity I got from Andrew Davis, and it's so funny because I guess he's a writer, but he's mostly a public speaker and a keynote speaker, I think was his title on his business card, which he gave me because I approached him after his talk and said hi, right, and told him what a great talk he had, how much it influenced me and inspired me. So I had a little chat with the guy, right, and he's like, hey, here's my card, send me a note. So, of course, that's on my list of things to do. What am I going to say in that note, right? I got to think through that a little bit. I mean, I don't know the guy well. We had a little chat, but I don't know. He says he does 50 talks a year. Well, he's had at least 50, probably more like 150 chats with people like me who come up to him. So, just a little hi. Hey, it was great to see you in Las Vegas. I loved this. That was awesome. And then do you have any future action steps, right? So what? Do I have an ask? Am I asking him something? Am I requesting something? So I can tell you from me personally, as far as I heard through other people, he has something of not a speaker's bureau, but it sounds like more of a speaker's training center or program or something like that. So, I was so sort of infatuated with the guy that I'd love to take his program. So anyway, that would be one action step right there. Just reach out to him. What has he got on offer? How can he help me? Also, how can I help him? Anything I can think of that I could do to help him. So think through that and look at the synchronicities, the matchups or the overlap where you might be able to reach out and help somebody you met. For me to give a very specific idea of what I'm going to be doing post-conference to that, if that helps you with your post-conference plans or task lists or whatnot. So for me, again, back to Andrew Davis, the speaking. So for me, he did 2 keynote talks. he did two. One was called The Curiosity Gap, and the other one was called The Digital Doppelganger. Now, did you notice I remember the titles of both of his talks? Why? Because they had the most influence on me. And why do they also have the most influence on me? Because I would love to actually follow in Andrew Davis's footsteps in his speaking endeavors and career and what he's doing. I know it was a writer's conference. I know I'm also a writer, but in my heart, I am a speaker. I am a presenter. I am a teacher. And that's what I got from this conference. So that's also a biggie, mindset. What is it? Here, let me quote from my book. Who do I want to be next? Who will I be next? Who will you be next? My next step is speaker. I'm saying it right there, loud and clear. My next step is speaker. So how do I do that? The very next day, Julie Broad, who I also met in person from Book Launchers. Okay, back to my specific, bigger goals. And here we go. It's very specific, and I have it very clearly. Meditation is the math. Meditation is the method. The magic comes from the method. I do the method, I do my meditation, and the magic comes from that. I don't get the magic without the method. Oh, I like that. So what am I going to do? I want to put together my speeches. So, because it's the first thing, Janet asked me, okay, great, Bradley, I wonder if you want to do talks and speak. Great. What are you talking about? And I know what it is. And this is actually where ChatGPT is going to come help me, is here's my abstract, crazy, wacko idea. Please help me put this into terms that other fellow humans will understand. That's actually my goal. I want to talk. It's mind, heart, gut, Martin, Henri, and go, and how you can also have these three beings, these three elements, these three parts of your character, and how to have them come to life. How can they help you make your decisions as you, the whole person, who are made up of these three characters? And remember, those three guys are mine. You have your own. And help you to describe them, to create them, to help them come to life so that they can help you in day-to-day life, making better decisions, making them more quickly, making them more... That's a biggie. I think that's going to be really cool. I'd like to have an outline. Here's where ChatGPT can help me. ChatGPT knows all about my books, knows all about MHG, Mind, Heart, Gut, Martin, Henri, and Go. And hey, give me an outline for a 10-minute talk. Give me an outline for a 45-minute talk, right? And then one thing I need to learn, this is also on my to-do list, is how can I create these avatars, these characters? And how far can I go? I can think about it. You can think about your three guys. How can I make an AI bot for the three guys, right? Three gals, guys, girl, whatever they are. And then how can they help you? Can I physically make physically? Because that's the guy. He cannot be replaced by AI. He is awesomeness on stage. So there you have it. That is my big thing, is put together my speaker page, my speaker reel, which I've been thinking about for weeks and have not done, and some bigger ideas for presentations. What are the topics? Give me 3 topics. I can tell you right now. One of them is sort of compound interest. I want to find a better name for that. Habits, and also what I just said. The method leads to the magic, right? The math leads to the magic. The routine, the daily, the every single day leads to the math, the magician. So that's one of them. Mind, heart, gut, and decision making. Every single day habits, method leading to the magic. My challenge is really, I have so many ideas. Which ones are the big ones? Which ones are the great ones? Which ones are worth that, that big talk or the big keynote speech? That's also part of my goal. What are my 3? So here's one. If you really need to get my 3rd one, it would be 17 hours. It would be fasting, meditating, creating. And that's it. That's my plan post-conference. And I hope that was helpful for you post-conference about what to do after your weekend or week-long conference. Hope that helps. I'm here more than every week. This is Meditation Monday. Maybe it's Magic Monday. Bradley Charbonneau here. YouTube channel Repossible and the Repossible podcast. Signing out. See you next week. Bye for now.